news channel. I've got my sign, I've changed it a little bit. Well, I mean, but it's on like a black screen now, and I've added this one in because, you know, I might as well use it for as long as I can. So,
just before you start, we've got Jason. Hello!
Hello, Jason.
And Tracy's watching.
You're watching, Tracy?
Yeah, she's on. So, off you go with your news. Just thought I better tell you that. We've got the comments coming in already.
So, you may remember last week, I was going to say last year, but no, that's far too far back. Last week, you might have remembered about the sheep. Well, boy, have I got news for you. This was the sheep, by the way. Here she is.
In a cave.
Yep, in a cave there. So, it is absolutely great news. No, so, whilst the SSPCA, Scottish Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, while they were planning their health and safety and getting it all planned out, you know, mission impossible, 5 farmers potted along down a hill, picked her up and with some heavy equipment and put her back up the hill. Yes, she's been saved. And when I mean by heavy equipment, I mean by literally, on the way there, they picked up some string from a local shop. String probably about thinner than my finger, maybe the same width. Picked up the string, tied it together, got about 3 rolls of it, literally potted down the hill. It was just like a little bit like walking, but they just had a string for health and safety. That was her health and safety. Potted down the hill, got a big bag, put her in that, put a hole so she could breathe, and literally just lifted her up the hill. And now she's all saved. They've trimmed this because she had like 3 years of wool.
I read they're selling the fleece for charity. Some people are making some stuff. That's a bit of news for your news channel.
I get
a bit
that.
exclusive.
Well, I actually quite like that. I mean, it'd be like trying to get the Freddie Mercury stuff, but instead I'm trying to get a sheep one. You can actually, I believe you can actually go visit her because they've sent her to a charity where you can, like, you know, you go to visit farm animals. I think they've actually done that, so you can actually will be able to go visit her. I've been in Scotland though, but I think it's like sort of on the Scottish border. Oh, not near. We're quite near the Scottish border, aren't we?
No, we haven't got time to go visit a sheep. And next in the news.
You could visit the sheep, you know.
Next in the news, come on.
I don't visit sheep. Now, this is quite traumatic news. This is very upsetting news. And one of my subscribers has sent this to me. Nestle, the company that own the animal bar and Karamek, it's a bit of a weird word, so Karamek are sadly discontinuing them both! Yes, they're going off our shelves. Now, if you don't know what they are, just in case, this is an animal bar, and this.
That's right, Karamek. Issues that.
There, sorry, it's on a thing. Karamek bars, they're being discontinued. I know, I'm unbelievable, isn't it? Now, these chocolate treats was the animal bar one was made introduced to our shelves in 1963. So quite a bit of times this has been on our shelves. I remember the first time I had one, I was in Wales and I went to a shop and I think it was actually on the second shelf, I don't remember what shelf it was on, and I was buying them and really fully enjoying them. And now all I want is to go out and buy one, but surrounding my area they don't seem to sell them, but I'm going out on Sunday, so I'm going to go buy myself one. And all I can think about is getting one because, you know, I want to get it before, you know, they sell out. And then a Karamek bar was first made in the 1959, and it was actually owned by a company, Macintosh, but then it was bought by Nestle in 1988. So it's been on our, but about after 64 years of being on our, the iconic bar being on our shelves is going to be stopped. Now, it isn't actually made of chocolate, it's actually made of concentrated milk and
condensed milk.
Yeah, condensed milk and with treacle. So it isn't actually chocolate, but it doesn't mean that people don't love it. I mean, even though I don't like the Karamek bar, I don't want it being off our shelf. You know, I don't mean away. But you know, I feel like it's really bad for us. It's not going to be for future people. Now, Nestle spokesperson told the Mail Online, "We are very sorry to disappoint fans of Karamek. There has been a steady decline in its sales over the past few years, and we had to make the difficult decision to discontinue it." Now, shortly after they did that, can you believe they went and announced the news that they're stopping the animal bar as well? I mean, I feel really traumatic about this. I mean, it's just awful, absolutely awful.
Well,
now,
Sam feels traumatised.
I know
as
Sam
well.
on Twitter.
Oh, Sam's written.
Oh, you're sure. Sam on Twitter has said, Sam on Twitter
Do you want
said,
to hold it up while I read it?
No, I can read it. I've been practicing this, I need to read it. all the beep happened happening right now in the country, and this beat off has I had
Enough.
I've had enough.
For Mark.
So have I, Sam. But Mark, can you believe? Here's Mark's. Find him and tell him. Yeah.
He's traumatised as well.
Mark says, what kind of beep could do such an evil
He's so
thing?
evil.
Hello, Mark. I'm feeling depressed about it. And somebody's been, on the ball already. They're selling it for £26.99 for 3 packs on eBay.
As long as somebody gains out of the trauma.
I really feel like I should go get some. So that has been traumatic news. So I think you're probably all gonna, after you've watched this, hopefully, are going to be going and buying them. But don't buy all the animal bars though, because I want to try and get a few of them before.
We're not bothered about the Karamak.
No, go help yourself.
And have them.
Yeah, help yourself. I'm not overly bothered, I must say. Now, this is a very, 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 very big story. This has took me a whole of a week to make. Like, the whole of the week have I been making this story. And I didn't do it, though. But I just covered it. The Rylands are also known as the Moby Dick, which this is the picture. There is this massive, big, beautiful schooner ship. So this was built in Glastondock, so in Lancashire, in 1885 to 1886, and was launched in 1887. The first 6 decades of his life, she was transporting China clay, and then in 1948 she was bought by RKO Pictures when she did stuff with her. I'm not too sure what they did with her, but they bought her. But then in 1949, so it's only been had for a year, Walt Disney brought her to use as the ship Espanola. In the film Treasure Island. So obviously quite a big film is that, so probably one of the things that gave it such a big name. And then other films and TV roles did follow after that. But then she changed her name to Moby Dick due to the fact that she was in the film Moby Dick in 1959 when she was sold to L Studios. And then she featured in a TV series Buccaneers, so she's done quite a lot of, quite a celebrity. But then inside the 1960s, she was brought back to Glastondock to get sort of a rehaul and repainted in nice, lovely, bright colours. And she spent the rest of her days in Morecambe for people to go as a tourist attraction and go on it. But then, in the early 1970s, there was a fire. Yes, there was a fire. She got burnt down. Well, burnt very bad, that bad that they had to break her up for, just had to break her up. She wasn't, past saving. And on the same day, another famous place was burnt down, which
the Alhambra.
The Alhambra, which this is a picture inside the Alhambra.
And that's a picture I took, and it's the videos on your channel.
Yeah, we've got a video of the Alhambra we did quite a bit ago. It's not on this particular channel. It's if you search up Matilda River Walden, there'll be another channel just below this channel, and you'll be able to find it on there. Just like scroll a bit, you'll eventually find it. Or just search up my name, the Alhambra, and you'll probably find it.
Or comment and below if you want to, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah, send the link because of it is a really, really good video, and it shows the whole thing of the Alhambra. But it was a bit funny. In fact, is one massive big theatre got burnt down, and a famous ship got burnt down on the same day. But the reason why I'm telling you all this as well is because I have put a video out, which you might possibly have seen, you might not possibly have seen, which is like a bit of a documentary, I'd say. I mean, I think I did a pretty good job on it. I went to interview a man who sailed it. I went to interview people that have seen it when they were kids, when people have just seen it, went to a museum, we saw a train, yes, there's trains in there. We even have a picture of a steam train with her inside the background. And there's quite a lot of things going on there.
There's footage of 2 Class 47s which passed when we were at the museum. The Class 47 locomotives.
Yeah, I thought you said about a car then, and I was like, well, there wasn't. But no, we had 2
so there's some modern footage of some vintage trains.
Your classic,
Class 47s.
There's trains going over a lovely little bridge with the water. So please do have a look at that video. It's out now, so just once you finish watching this, it'll be on the top one. Really, really good. It's really, really interesting. Really good interview at the end, really good interview at the beginning. Just all brilliant. So you need to go watch that. In other news. Beautiful. Now this place, you might, when you want to go out somewhere, UK is known for some massive, wonderful tourist attractions. I mean, you could go see Stonehenge, the Roman baths in Bath. You could go see the Lake District, personal favourite, Ribble.
It's made the top attraction in
Yes,
2018.
This is the top attraction in 2018. It's going on to be the next attraction of 2023. It has 4.5 stars on TripAdvisor, and it has over 600 reviews. But it had to stop the reviews because there's that many reviews. One couple travelled 250 miles from London, and they said it's definitely a spectacular place and fabulous and totally worth the trip. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Look, it's a plastic
This is
tunnel.
it. This is what people are going.
They were getting
see.
that many comments on it with TripAdvisor. They had to stop the comments, and this. Hold that up. The comments. People won't believe it. So I know this is a little bit of a joke one, but they have gone to visit it. John says was trying to work out whether to see the Grand Canyon, the Eiffel Tower, the Colosseum, or the Bute Tunnel. As I also needed some milk, I thought a visit to Sainsbury's was in order, and I'm glad that I did. The Bute Tunnel is just absolutely spectacular, A+. And I know that's a little bit of a joke, but they did go. But this one, a visit to the Bute Tunnel was a highlight of our weekend. I think it should even be considered for a wonder of the world. And there's loads. But
Just for this plastic tunnel. It only travels 70 metres.
But when I was looking it up and researching it for a channel, I saw these ones on Ben Nevis, and they're just hilarious, and they're serious because people have put their names and pictures, so these aren't jokes. And this is just a couple of them, and it says, "The Wi-Fi is a joke. Couldn't log on to TikTok or Instagram. This is the 21st century, and they can't even install a phone mast on the top." And then this is another one, and these people that have put their names to it. "This is far too steep." Brilliant. You've got to, if you want to laugh, you have got to go on TripAdvisor and read some of these. They're hilarious. And this man has put a selfie there. He's definitely true. It's not a joke, this one, because we all love a joke. But this is Tony C. And he goes, "This is far too steep. The paths are uneven. It could do with resurfacing and being levelled out. There are no toilets or shops on the route too often this summer, so nowhere to get a sandwich or some pop. There was also snow on the summit when we got there, and it was very slippery with no signs or any grip bins. It's only a matter of time before someone has an accident on the way up there." They are hilarious.
This is Ben Nevis.
This is Ben Nevis. and someone else has put the way up is very, very long and rocky. There is no lift. Anyway, you could honestly read them all night. You have got to go on TripAdvisor and look at the Ben Nevis 1-star reviews. It's hilarious.
I mean, this thing is a top attraction, and it's just literally just there for supermarkets, just
Well, it was built for a purpose, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just so then you get covered by the rain from when you go to Sainsbury's car park to Copland Road. I think that's right. Yeah, I mean it's insane. And I think that's everything, isn't it?
We've got the place.
Oh no, we have
to cover that. This is what you were walking, and
so
if you need any help.
This is what I saw in Morecambe, so I just thought I'd show you it anyway, because it's a bit of interest in it. So here you go. Let's get this balloon going on. Then you need to come on this bit, which is the front, so where the old swimming pool used to be in the fairs usually is. It's right here, so have a look.
So the police, if you need them, are in Morecambe this weekend by the Cenotaph, and they're having like one of those pop-up police stations. So we just thought it was good for the local people, so they know if they have any problems, they can go to the police.
And I suppose you just want to ask any questions or something.
Yeah, I think that's what they said. We were speaking to them, weren't we? Yeah. So it's one of those pop-up police stations, which would be good if they happen more in every town, I think, and city. They need more of them. So yeah, so go support it if you're in the area.
So thank you very, very, very much for watching this. But now, actually, news has popped in my head. Tomorrow, I am going to a news channel. No, I'm not.
Are you?
Tomorrow, sorry, I got
That's
cancelled.
news to me.
Tomorrow, I am going to a car show. I'm taking Princess. She's not actually booked in for the car show, due to the fact we got booked out. But I'm hoping that either she's going to get into the car park, she's going to have a journey there, which should hopefully be good and she won't break down. But they might just see her and think, Okay, in you go. So it should be a good thing, hopefully. So I might just let her in, and they might just get confused and think, oh, she's a car, you know, that's obviously what she's here for. So we're going to take her anyway, and we're obviously going to film around the cars. So it's local one, it's at Gigglewicks. It starts at 12 till 3. So if you're around that area, it's like near Settle. Settle's a bit more bigger. But yeah, just go down there and have a look and have a little go. So we will be there, and we're gonna go, and we're gonna set up a bit like after the 1 minute silence thing locally.
11 we'll set up after the second.
So we're gonna give ourselves an hour to go potter down the road
with Billy in the recovery truck behind us, just in
a few
case.
feet. Maybe
We're
just
not very
enough
brave
behind
at the
so nobody
moment.
notices.
Although we took her out today and she was absolutely wonderful.
Yes, Billy and Mummy took them out without me.
There's a quick click of her coming back there, if they want to see. You got the sound up. I'll just put it up.
Here's a quick clip of a.
She was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And she ran really well. We took her for a test drive and she ran brilliantly. Before. So, yeah.
No, just something popped into my head and I've forgotten it. Oh yes. Sorry. Now, as I was saying a few weeks ago, probably last week, or pretty much every single time, I'm gonna want to put them up like the little things and have pictures up and out, so I don't have to put the iPad up. I am very, very close to this. I have come very, very far with it, and I'm working all out by myself. I know, but I'm not a tech person that well, even though I'm young and I should be, but I'm not. But I'm slowly working it out. It should be getting there. So I'm hopefully next week it should all be like done and professional. No, it is still professional, but I mean, I'd be like, I feel like it's like probably the same, sort of equipment that like the news channels work. It's sort of like the sort of way how it works. So it's gonna be quite good. So it's gonna be quite impressive. So look out for that next week. While we now will point it out for you. But yes, so make sure you tune in next week, 6:30. Don't forget to watch the video that's already out about the Moby Dick. And I should know that by the amount of times I've said it. Make sure you watch that video, really, really good video, and I will have a car show video out tomorrow of Princess going to the car show. So thank you very much for this, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
And hi Paul. Thank you for laughing along with us. Hi Robert. Yeah, looking forward to the car show also. And hi Tracy, looking forward to it. And yeah, the internet went off at the one moment, Jason. I don't think it was brilliant.
We have dodgy.
Raymond's put a plastic tunnel. Yes, it is just a plastic tunnel, but it's done very well for itself.
And if I'm ever in the area,
I will. Jason's put Karamak is the best. Tracy's put I can't wait for Moby. So thank you so much to everyone that's commented. And again, it's been wonderful with the viewing figures. Were fantastic last week. I think it's had nearly 600 views. So it's really building up. But remember, we've had somebody send some news in. If you have any news, come and send it in.
Any news, like just about the tunnel, about a cat, whatever, you send it in, and I will most likely 99%, as long as it isn't that bad.
It's not rude.
Yeah, exactly. I will post it and put it out there. So make sure you please do send it in. And you never know. One day we could have more views than BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5. And when it comes to 6 o'clock, they're all sat there thinking, oh, she's out. So you never know. This will go really well. So I'm gonna carry on as long as time goes on.
Jason's put good show. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much for joining in. It's only a good show with all you lot watching, so thank you so much.
Pointless without you. So thank you so much, and thank you for being here.
And we'll hopefully get the car show on tomorrow.
Yes.
So see you then.